the 10 teams, and we need some kind of like drum roll, some kind of let's do something. Nice, nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1. The first team is ZK Loyalty. Woo! The second team, OASISGUARD. Oh my God! The third team, BOT, Blockchain of Things. Quick reminder, could the first two, ZK Loyalty and OASISGUARD, please get here as soon as possible? And please identify yourself to Sterling so we also know that you're here. I don't see anyone moving, and that really bothers me. Honestly, it's up to you. If you want to present as a team, then so be it. This is your guys' moment, so yeah. Woo! Okay, we're gonna. No. We got more to get through. Team number 4 is Whisper. Team number 5 is BlockLock. Team number 6 is CoCorniem. Okay, guys, I don't see a lot of people moving. Like, come on, over here. Am I counting wrong? ZK Loyalty, OASISGUARD, Blockchain of Things, Whisper, BlockLock, CoCorniem. Next up, Browser Socket MPC. Is that your team? I love the fucking enthusiasm, man. Do you have a pseudonym? A nickname you go by? No nickname. Okay, the no nickname guy, be like the no nickname guy. Next one is Stealth the Lock. Woo! I love how, at least for me, I'm hearing about these names for the first time, so I'm really loving the enthusiasm, and we're just about to learn exactly what they all do. Next up is JPEG Station. I am wondering why JPEG and not PNG. We'll see. And last but not least, Stealth Key Store. Okay, ZK Loyalty, where are you guys at? Let's get you hooked in. Are we set with the timer for the 5 minutes? I guess it's okay. I also see it from here. We're gonna do. Does everyone still remember what this means? Yeah, some guys remember. Okay, so 30 seconds before the end of the pitch, we're gonna start going like this, and then as soon as there's one clap, ideally from, I hope, me, so we don't get ahead of time, that's then the end of their 5 minutes, and that's then when we're going to transition. So, first up, we're ready with the deck. Your timer will be up there, and ZK Loyalty, it's all yours.
Okay, welcome. It's a bit of a surprise, but here we are, ZK Loyalty. And first of all, we go to the use case. So all of you know loyalty programs. Payback, Starbucks has a big loyalty program, and there are many reasons for why companies do that or brands. And one of the statistics is 65% of a company's revenue is from the repeat business of existing customers, and it's way more expensive to get new customers than to reward existing customers. And this is an easy thing for big brands, for the ones I mentioned before, but small shops on the right side, they're really struggling with this. And why is it? They don't have the crazy network effects of these big brands. They have a problem of if the small shop, for example, in a 30,000 people town or whatever, wants to do this, they need to be GDPR compliant, they need to be privacy preserving, and also they are losing huge market shares to these big internet companies. Then our solution is ZK Loyalty. It's a GDPR compliant anonymous loyalty program that any small business can implement to reward repeat customers. And actually we are using zero-knowledge technology, the semaphore private groups actually, and by this we can actually realize the use case. So what kind of requirements or specifications we had for the systems? We made some user stories to actually get to the use case. What do we want to achieve? And from the different perspectives of the users. So as a small shop owner, I want to easily enroll customers into my loyalty program so that I can start building a loyal customer base without a complex setup. As a customer, I want to sign up for the loyalty program without sharing personal details so that I can protect my privacy. As a shop owner, I want to give points to customers after each purchase so that I can encourage repeat business. As a customer, I want to be able to check my loyalty points through a secure method. As a customer, I want to redeem my loyalty points anonymously. And as a data manager in a small shop, I want the system to be compliant with the GDPR. So what's the tech semaphore I mentioned already that we used? And also, first we wanted to use Oasis for the secret storage. But actually we went for Phoenix, the fully homographic encryption EVM, where we can actually add the score. And in the next iteration, when another score is added to it, we can add up the encrypted values. So we can do mathematical operations on the encrypted values, which is perfect for the use case. We are still using Oasis for the random number generator function, as we have an on-chain raffle. So we have the first MVP at customer to user group. We are scanning of QR code. And then we have a bit of a vision that several different user groups could be grouped together. So there we really have this use case of, let's say, 10, 20 shops in a small town. They get together, and through grouping these loyalty groups, they can actually have the power against the big brands and companies. Now I skip a bit and we go for the demo. Oh. So, bit of an issue. I got no Wi-Fi. Great pitch.
Let's try the first one again. Talk about the demo. Talk about the demo. What does it do?
Yeah, okay.
Imagine it was in front of you right now.
So basically, from a demo perspective, we have basically two apps, one customer app and one enterprise app. So you as a customer, you can create your semaphore identity. To make it a little bit more easy, we will generate a QR code for you inside the app. There will be a commitment stored in that QR code, and then you can just go to, here is it basically. So that was actually what I just mentioned, the QR code stuff from the customer perspective. Now we have the business also connecting to another application. And now the business can create a semaphore group, so it can also create multiple groups for different, for example, loyalty levels. And here you can see the group ID, and now the business will actually scan the QR code from the customer. So we can see it here, so that's the customer. Now we got the commitment ID, and we will add the user to our loyalty group from the business perspective. And in a few seconds, we will see that we are added, and now the customer again can go inside his or her app and prove that the membership is verified.
Thank you very much. Please give it up for our first hackathon team. Woo!
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can go back down that way, whichever way you want, really. So yeah, there was a lot of messages going fast. We are missing some teams, so if you're on the list, maybe, if someone tells you to be somewhere, please do so. Did you guys like that first pitch? Was it cool? Yeah? Way! And I think for the people that are presenting, I think the big takeaway there was have an offline, if you're going to do a video, try and make it not dependent on Wi-Fi or set up a hotspot ahead of time, unfortunately. I think maybe it might be to do with the fact that we have everyone in the same room. TBD.
Is it coming to you?
Cool. Well, second up, we have OASISGUARD. Did you guys have fun at the hackathon? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
No?
great.
Yeah, you were the 2% guy. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. Cool. Well, your 5 minutes starts now.
Yep. First of all, hey everyone, and we are coming from IT blockchain actually, and IT blockchain is the first and biggest university blockchain community in Turkey, and that's the intro. Today we are with OASISGUARD, and OASISGUARD is Onchain password manager, and we are providing a hardware level security with Passkeys. First thing first, the problem, nowadays we are using many passwords, we have like tons of secret keys, private data, and all the confidential things. And traditionally we are using like password managers to store all the data, but we thought like we should come up with a like more like decentralized stuff, and we should give the power to the user. So with that, user can do all the stuff. They don't need any other like middleman. And we come up with the OASISGUARD actually. And you will see a lot of words, but a bit later you will understand the all. OASISGUARD is a browser extension because we thought it should be really easy to use for the user. So for example, you are on your favorite text and you can just implement your password from our extension and you are good to go. And we are securing the passwords on thanks to Sapphire's confidential EVM. We are putting all the confidential data to confidential smart contracts, and we are providing the access via your unique passkey. So you can use your basically passkeys. You are using your biometric data as a like private key, and you are signing it. And we use the R1 curve, and we verified the signatures on Oasis, and we will show all the demos, so you will understand all the process in a minute. So,
yeah, hello everyone. So first of all, I will create a new account in the OASISGUARD. You can download it from the Chrome, by the way, and use it. We're currently in testnet, and the transactions will be a bit slow, so I can start creating my account with my biometrics. So it creates, on the background, it creates a smart account for us to store the passwords, seed phrases, and private keys in Sapphire testnet. Why storing private keys is important? Because nowadays, although account abstraction is quite popular, AOAs became also popular with the new EIPs, and their usage will be continued. So you have to somehow store your private keys, but you don't want to use your papers or other password managers which are centralized. So I will start with creating my first password, or I can use import feature, which where you can import your passwords from your previous password managers. So I'm starting the import process by uploading a simple CSV file, which you can export from the Google Passwords or some other password managers. So we're waiting for the transactions to be approved. So we are sending biometric data to the Oasis Network. So it's verified using a P256 verifier. And it's different than the normal signatures that we normally provide with our private keys and different wallets like MetaMask or stuff. So as you see, my passwords came here from GPT-0 and Docker. I mocked my password, so there's no any confidential information from me. I can see my data by pressing the icon and sending my biometrics again to verify that I have an access to this password. So it gives me the access to the password. I have options to copy, delete, and share these passwords with my friends or with my other accounts. I can copy this because I'm already revealed it. I can hide it whenever I want. And also, I can manually add different stuff, like I can add MetaMask private key here. It can generate a secure passwords for you. So, like you can, when you don't know what to put your password, you can use the random password generator and create your password for the favorite app. So we're waiting for the generation again. So every time you have to prove that you are that person, you have that passkey, and yeah, it came here. When I want to reveal it, I'm giving my biometric again, and it's shown here.
Super, super cool. Who here uses a password manager? Yay, you're going to get hacked. Use LastPass. Super cool. Thanks so much for that. And thanks for coming from Turkey as well. Really appreciate it. Hope you had an amazing time. Okay, we are still looking for some teams. So if you're in here, please move around. Blockchain of Things, Whisper, Stealth Lock, JPEG Station. Next up, I'd like to invite to the stage BlockLock. Please give it up for BlockLock. If you haven't used the QF yet, please do it. Really, I think it's going to be open for the rest of today, I believe. So today's the day to do it. There are some chairs in the middle, kind of around. So if you are standing at the back, you can kind of just come in here, even though there isn't that much space at this point. But super cool that you're all here. Okay, BlockLock, you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, your 5 minutes is now.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us. It's our first hackathon. We had a lot of fun. We also did a password manager, so yeah, there you go. You'll be bored of hearing about password managers by the end of this. So our aim was really to increase the user experience with using a password manager, kind of like simulate using one or like Web2, like 1Password or LastPass, but with the benefits that you gain from a decentralized confidential chain like Oasis. So that was primarily our focus. You can see this is the team, sorry, I should have introduced ourselves, but all of our beach photos at the bottom. So the problems that you can find with like a Web2 sort of like 1Password implementation is you can have monthly subscriptions, right, which is like $3 a month, which doesn't sound like much, but it's $36 a year, and then over a 30-year lifetime period is over $1,000. If you use a pay-as-you-go sort of way of storing your passwords, using a chain like Oasis, it actually only costs just shy of a penny to store a password. And normally humans store around 70 to 100 passwords. So, that's like $1. So it's super, super cheap. You also have the vulnerabilities that are inherent to centralized solutions, as we've seen with like LastPass before, losing over 30 million customers' passwords. And on the other hand, you have Web3, which is very complicated to understand and very difficult. It's a high barrier of entry. Someone like my uncle or grandma would just look at it and be like, oh my gosh, no. So that's really what we tried to do with this, is to bring the ease of use of a Web2 solution, but with all the amazing benefits that we get from Web3. So yeah, like I mentioned, we can have our cake and eat it too. It's cheap, $1 for a lifetime use, it's secure, and it's easy to use. I'm going to hand it over to my wonderful partner Jack, not partner, and he's going to show you a demo.
Yes, please Lord, I hope this works. Okay, so so we developed BlockLock as a Chrome extension. So what we can do is just run through like a flow. If we go to a website like Namecheap and just try to store a password, so we can go to a sign-up process, you fill in your details here. BlockLock, we use a content injection into the page to be able to suggest a password and then be able to store that on-chain. So whilst we're waiting for that, I should be able to just have to refresh, apologies. Should request the... I should, there we go, sorry. Delays. And my heart just fell through the floor. Okay, all good. So yeah, whilst we're waiting for that, so this has been stored stored on chain through our contract, and again, all secured on Sapphire on the secure EVM. So that is saved. So we can then go to our UI, and again, like Charlie said, the main thing we were going for with this was for like ease of use and simplicity for users who aren't like accustomed to Web3. So very simple. You can retrieve your secrets from chain. here's the secret that we just stored for Namecheap. We have basic functionality to be able to update a secret, share it with an ETH-based address, and delete the secret as well. So I think actually for the demo, that's kind of all I wanted to do. I think we could probably... Yeah, we'll go and talk about kind of what our next steps would be. Obviously, we ran out of time for the hackathon, but some ideas that we had of where we would go with this that would be quite cool. One that I find pretty cool myself is so I don't know if I presume you guys use like multi-factor authentication tools like Google Authenticator or Authy. These are either like hardware-based MFA one-time password tools or centralized services like 1Password or LastPass for passwords. We had an idea with this where, in future we could potentially implement kind of like MFA, time-based one-time password generation through the application for secret keys that are, again, stored on-chain, on Sapphire. That's kind of like our main one that we'd look to go for. I don't know, Charlie, if you wanted to mention about any other future things. You can see some things here. Secrets Marketplace, that was kind of a fun one. We were like, you could share secrets with people and they could pay for secrets. What secrets you would want to share with people they could pay for is maybe a little bit questionable, the use cases, but yeah.
Let's show the video that Vikram did. We got 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds, make it count. Here you go. Just the final thing.
Final animation.
A lot of work went into this.
Yeah. We've got sound. Okay, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, we gotta go. Press play.
It's the
Block line.
Yeah, there we go.
Block. Cool. Thank you very much for that. We'll see how many other kind of password generators we get. I think it's a cool application. Okay, coming up next is CoCorniem. CoCorniem. I'm probably reading it and not reading it how it's supposed to be said, so I'm very interested to know how this is said. Put your hands up if you've scanned the QR code and signed up. Okay, guys, like the ones that didn't put their hand up, please do the thing. It would be really appreciated. I can't force you, unfortunately. Can't win them all. One thing while that's being set up, it's so funny how the Telegram group of the crew is kind of working, where everyone's really like triaging problems together. Telegram messages are being formatted. Like right now, I'm getting just one updated message that shows who's missing, who we've got, who's presented, being reordered. I love it so much. So, really great. Really great. Be like no name. Let's see. Okay, we need a time filler. Yeah, fuck it. I have an airdrop. No. Y'all got any of them points? No, really, really bad. Yeah, raise hands. Okay, photographer. Yeah, I like this. Okay, everyone say ETHDam on 3, 2, 1 and raise your hands. 3, 2, 1, ETHDam. That's what we like. Nice, guys. Yeah, thanks, man. Cool. You want to do it again? Yeah. Yeah, okay. This time we got it on video, not on photo. Okay. Should we say something else? What else can we say? Meme coins? Okay, what do you want to shout? ETHFam. Right. So there's a story behind this, okay? Well, these guys are taking a while, it's okay. Right, so there's a person on the team, it's Sterling. She also writes copy, and the name of this conference is called ETHDam. Everyone know ETHDam. And turns out she made a typo one day and wrote ETHFam. And so we've been very much ETHFamming this up. So on 3, 2, 1, we're going to shout ETHFam because you are the ETHFam this weekend. 3, 2, 1, ETHFam! Da, da, da.
I feel like I should solidify myself in crypto history here, like HODL, BIDL, like ETHFam.
Funny. Who here was for the L2 thing where we said that the ETFs are an L2 for Bitcoin? Yeah, I know you were. Honestly, this was one of my most favorite moments of the whole thing. So yeah, let's see. Running out of ideas, guys. Running out of ideas. It is popping up, but then it's turning off again, so we'll see.
I would say for me, one of my favorite moments was when my heart rate was probably unhealthily high during the debate between on the L1 scaling debate. Yeah, that really that got me worked up, and I was not participating.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
That was cool though.
Someone want to shout out their favorite moment from the conference? Bitterballer? Okay, yeah, a man who follows his heart, his stomach. Anyone else?
Ooh, Magician was cool.
Beer o'clock. Well, that's coming at 6 o'clock, so. And it's going to be a long one, because there's also the after party. So the after party, by the way, starts at 7, and everyone can walk pretty much there together, and it's quite nice. But there will be beer afterwards, and it's going to be well-deserved after sitting through all of this content. We know it's a lot, so we appreciate it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Browser socket MPC, you're up. Let's go. I trust that the tech guys will solve it and figure out what we're going to do, but we're going to move on. Surprisingly enough, there is a time schedule, so we're going to try and keep to that. Block socket MPC.
He's coming.
He's coming. Woo! Sorry about that. We're making it work on the fly. Life, man. Sorry. Just throws curveballs all the time.
Hey everybody, my name's Brian. I did browser socket MPC.
Your time hasn't started yet. Relax. We'll start when.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, no. Do you want a hug? You want a hug? Shall I do your slides and you sit? No.
Okay, we should.
Actually, I do want a hug. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
ETHDam.
It's all good.
Just take a look at your refresh rate. It should appear on that screen.
I think like you guys have been much more stressed than we have. Like we've been stressed out making sure that you guys are chill, but I know that you guys have also been stressed because it's a tight deadline. So we appreciate the guys who come up here with still energy and make it happen. It's a little bit emotional, the ETH fam. Okay, another fun experience from someone. Joel, I know you got a fun experience, but we don't need to talk about that. Anyone else? No? One thing, just give me one thing. Knife fight. Who saw the knife fight? Yeah, we got hands, we got hands. Amin had a knife fight with someone outside with plastic knives. It wasn't a real knife fight, but when I saw the Telegram message, I was like, what? That does not seem okay, so. The stealth lock, you should probably get ready in case we need you on stage, so.
It's not mirroring it, it's
we knew that there would be technical stuff that's happening here.
Instead?
But yeah, we were lucky so far.
How do you not mirror?
You have a question. What's the question?
Sorry, can you mirror it?
My favorite DeFi application. Oh, you're asking really the worst person, man. It's really difficult. Honestly, I'm just going to go with the simple answer and just say like Uniswap because I think it was one of the first. And they have fees, yeah, but if you don't use the front end, then there are no fees. Because Uniswap, oh, I don't want to get into this. This is too political. Any other questions? This is a very slippery slope.
Oh, it's still flashing? Okay, can we just...
My preferred DAO? I think the biggest one would be MakerDAO being like the most like true and currently decentralized. However, there is something that's going on at the moment, but I don't know enough about it, so maybe my answer is out of date. So, okay. I really don't want to answer questions about blockchain applications. This is so against my core values of giving individual answers. I love blockchain and crypto, and that's why I'm up here, and I do not give preference. This is, no, come on. Favorite meme coin, favorite NFT project. Okay, if this isn't going to work, we're going to go to the next one because we're really running out of time. And if you need to send presentations, then... Okay, Stealth the Lock. Stealth the Lock, we're going to try this. I'm trusting that there's a lot of people stressed upstairs trying to figure out what we're going to do about this. So, new cable, I don't know, man. There's enough cables in this whole building. So, someone, why does it come to answering favorite blockchain projects? It's always like this. You guys are just fiends and degens looking for the next alpha. Come on. Pardon? Will the market bleed in the third evening of ETHDam? I think it's already bled, to be honest. So each evening, well, hopefully after all these presentations, it will go back up again. So I think we might be ready with the next presentation. Is this going to work? Is Stealth the Lock ready? Woo! Okay, we made it. All right. Thank you. Stealth the Lock with 5 minutes. Time starts now.
Thank you, everyone. I'm Nick, and here Cohen. And we build Stealth Unlock. What's the problem that we are facing is that we try to solve how to connect Web3 creators with Web3 founders. And how we do that? We created a funding allocation strategy using Allo protocol integrated with MACI, which stands for Minimal Anti-Collusion Infrastructure. And also used WACU for private messaging, so people inside the pools can discuss about whatever they want in a private matter. So how it works, everyone just connects their GitHub account and they can just import their projects easily. So here we can see that all the packages that the project has, the language it uses, the description, everything that GitHub can provide us. We can see the members and the feed provided by WACU. And also, we can see the clubs, which are like the DAOs. Here just some of them that we created. And what DAOs are doing is like, again, create pools, allocation pools. And they have some metadata. And how we do that connection, like in the next steps, we want to create something like representations, like embeddings, and do cosine similarity to notify projects which pools are going to deliver them money to continue building and thriving in the Web3 ecosystem. So here is a pool, is a DAO, and all the pools here are dummy ones, but yeah, that's it. And here we showcase the smart contracts, which is the allocation QV strategy with the MACI protocol integrated. And here we have the deployment script, setting the circuits and all the MACI relevant stuff. So yeah, and we have some scripts to see the workflow. And here's a use case diagram, I would say. Like someone creates a pool, the QV MACI strategy, which creates a MACI instance, which creates a poll, and recipient projects, which are projects connected to the GitHub, interact with the contract to register them. Pool managers can review them, and the accepted projects can get votes, private votes, and then the coordinator of MACI can merge the stake, process the messages, create the proofs, and tally the results. And then the pool managers can distribute to valid recipients. What we use MACI is because of that we want to avoid bribing, which is a really good thing to have a democratic voting scheme. So that's about Stealth Unlock. Thank you, everyone.
They still have 1 hour. They still have 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 hour. So, any questions? Let's go. Quick fire.
How is it anti-collusion specifically?
Anti-collusion.
Because we're using the Macy protocol, and
I'm not familiar, sorry.
what?
If you could give a TLDR, I'm not familiar with the protocol, sorry.
Yeah, so you register first in the Merkle tree of the Macy contracts, and then you can submit a vote that is encrypted with a different kind of key than the Ethereum public key, and you encrypt it with that, and then only the coordinator has access. It's a shared key with the coordinator has access to decrypt it. So the trust is based on the coordinator, but the message, the vote, is encrypted with your public key. So someone needs a private key to decrypt it.
Yeah, but doesn't that just make it anonymous, not necessarily anti-collusion?
It's just the coordinator needs to generate a proof, and this proof is verified from the on-chain verifier. Yeah. So that's how it is.
Cool. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I just need to get the right chat up again. Or they know. Or they know. Amazing. I'm not sure which team it is, though. Kokonim. We're trying it again. Yeah. We're trying it again. Okay. Everyone hold their breath. Da-na. Okay, let's get the Slido up. We really hope that you're gonna thing. You guys are asking me about my favorite project. You can put in your favorite project. Let's do this together, because I can't do it. So if you really want the answer, we're gonna use the wisdom of the crowd. The reason why I say that is Ellie knows this, all the stuff that I work on, I try and be as objective as possible and never give an opinion. That's also why I love moderating so much, because I just get to ask questions and learn from everyone, but not pitch anything. So, okay, let's see how degenerate this will get. I'm betting a 10 out of 10. So, one can dream. Brian knows Slog. Okay, what's Clave? Could someone tell me what Clave is? No? No? Okay, are we trying a different project? Are we trying a... Yeah, backup? All right, we like that. We like the backup. Whenever you're ready, then okay. You can come back to this. You can keep on putting stuff in, but let's start the timer and switch the presentations, and we should be off to the races with the name that I can't pronounce, so really looking forward to it. It's all yours. Just go. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome everyone to our presentation of Kokonim. So we built an anonymous layer on top of CoSwap. So first, as a user, you want to have 3 options, like deposit, swap, and withdrawal. So first thing is then you want to deposit. So you can deposit a certain token, so it's an ERC20. Here we have wrapped ETH. You deposit it on the public key given by the website. It is the same on every network. It is plug and play on every EVM chain. Then you need to generate a secret that will be shared with the trusted computing network, which is Oasis. And so by using the same secret several times with different addresses, you can merge the balances, and so you can hide the source of the funds way better. Okay, so unfortunately the demo doesn't seem to be working because of Google Meet, but here... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's happening. So you generate the secret, then you need to deposit, and then you sign the secret from your deposit key. with the secret and the transaction hash, which will be verified on the trusted execution engine. Then you can wait for whenever you want to initiate a swap. Swaps are intent-based, so they are MEV protected, they are gasless, and if the swap isn't done, you don't lose anything, actually. Intents can be aggregated, so it provides more privacy. You can do it on any chain. As you can see, we can input the chain ID. Then for the withdrawal, you can wait as well. Whenever you want to withdraw, you don't need to do a swap. You can withdraw whichever token you prefer. And for the withdrawal, you can add multiple wallet addresses. You can add any amount you want, so customized amount per addresses, customized delay per addresses. So it means you can uncorrelate completely the withdrawals. And then when you send the actual message, as Oasis enables, it's always encrypted, so no one knows everything you're doing. And the best is, even if they are eavesdropping your connection with Oasis, they won't know that it's you who is withdrawing because of the different delays, customized delays you can add. So yes, that's pretty much it for the user flow. Then we can go on the README with more advanced explaining. So I hope you can see something. So you can see that the user gets the public address from Oasis, the user sends funds, then they prove the deposit, and with the transaction hash, the signature, and the secret. So Oasis receives everything, verifies the signature, verifies that the transaction happened with gRPC. We assume that gRPC is trusted because it's a decentralized RPC. Then once everything is verified, it is added to the database. For the swap part, it's pretty much the same, but the user doesn't have to sign anything, nor deposit any fund, nor use any gas. Yeah, sorry. We are waiting. We are waiting for the connection. Pretty much you signed an intent message with token in, token out, chain ID, amount out, and amount in. And you add the secret, so Oasis can verify that it's you, the origination, the right owner of the tokens. Then you can verify, then Oasis verifies the signature, verifies the current balance, batch everything. It creates the intent, solvers can fulfill the orders, and permissionless bot can update the state by verifying all the orders. For the withdrawal, it's the same. The SGX waits for the block to be passed.
Thank you very much. Please give it up for Coconium. Hey, it does, okay, it has a ring to it. Go the crocodile. Browser socket MPC, I believe is next. Are you guys ready? Perfect. That's a yes, okay. Let's try this again. Oh, it's the hug dude. Hello. Hello. Woo! Yeah. Can we check the status of the poll? I want to see really how degenerate it's got. Let's see how cheeky it is now. Cheeky. All right. Okay, this has changed. Portrait. What's that? Is that a Farcaster thing? What is it?
We're getting started?
No, when you're ready. If you're ready, then.
I am almost ready.
Okay, Synergy AI YD, Solana. Oh, there's some Solana guys in the room. Oh dear. I'm surprised they weren't in the knife fight. I did have a dinner last night where there almost was a knife fight when someone said Solana versus Ethereum. It got pretty heated real quick. Real quick. So, are we good? Yes. Okay, if we switch back. Perfect. Okay, well, Power Socket, MPC,
hey everybody.
Browser Socket. Time is yours.
Hey everybody, my name is Ryan. My project today is Browser Socket MPC. And the reason this is important, I'm trying to navigate this, is because we have these agencies cock-blocking peer-to-peer from our web browser windows. So Firefox, Gecko, Google Blink, and Apple WebKit do not let Windows open sockets. And they're fighting amongst themselves, which we've got no input in this, us mere mortals, to change web standards unless you try to convince them of things, and they're not really responsive. I've tried. And so they've got these are the excuses they give for why we can't have nice things. They basically say, these are examples of very dangerous things. Dangerous, these were dangerous. That generally, we've concluded that no amount of notice and consent is sufficient to enable them safely. So they're basically telling you that you're babies and you don't know how to use your computers, and we're going to tell you what's right. And so maybe they're right, maybe they're not, but what we wanted to do is make it so that cool applications, like one of which is here, TLS Notary, that do multi-party computing on sockets, can do so from a browser window versus needing to be native or to use a web sockify proxy. And so the way that we did that is through there's a little bear, TLSN bear. The way that we did that is through a experimental web API that Firefox is actually cock blocking directly. And so we've got a Webpack going, and then we're gonna open it. We're gonna open it. Okay, that opened it in this. Okay, so this new version of Chrome actually supports something called isolated web apps, which allow you to open sockets. And so this is actually a bundled web application locally signed by my own key. I'm gonna open it here. You can see this is just a web browser, and it allows us to, I'm gonna Peter Griffin my CSS. There it is. So I just opened up a window that actually opened up a port on my local machine, which allows that window, which could be the piratebay.org, it could be whatever site, allows it to open a socket, which is dangerous, maybe. But now this allows us to do really interesting things with multi-party compute. And so what we have now is a demo where I can actually start a TLSN MPC proving session from a window. And so I don't need to actually bridge traffic through a web sockify bridge, which is adding more parties to the trust assumption of this anti-collusion idea we have. And so it's still not working. But this was a demo to prove that we can do these things and to showcase to our overlords, Firefox, Google, and Apple, let's repeat that we do want these things. And so if you guys aren't vocal on these mailing lists, I know you guys are in the Ethereum Magicians ERC channels, if you're not vocal in the weird, like, WebKit announced mailing lists, like none of this stuff changes. And I don't see any crypto people in those mailing lists. And so that's why I wanted to showcase today what we could do. And so, yeah, let's stop cock blocking peer-to-peer, and let's free the web with multi-party compute. Thank you.
You actually he has like 1 minute left, so if there are any questions, let's do a quick round. 5, 4, 3, 2. What are the mailing lists?
Bro, ask ChatGPT or Google or something.
Dude,
or
come on, man. Come on. Sorry. Yeah, very much. I hope if you are interested in any of these projects or do have questions, you can find them after this. Next up is Whisper, but it has a space between every letter. So it's actually WHISPER.
Aesthetic Whisper.
Aesthetic, okay, it's aesthetic.
No,
Whisper.
That doesn't work, I need another word.
We have 2 more after this. We still have not found JPEG Station. And just to fill you in on what's going to happen is we're then going to have the bounty announcement. So each of the partners is going to come up and they're going to very quickly share their bounty, which is going to be super cool. And then Eleanor, the mummy of ETHDam, is going to give a short closing statement. And then we're going to go get drunk. So just to I know that you're excited. I know it will happen and it will feel absolutely glorious and everyone's going to have a great time. Just know it is, in Dutch they say, on the weg. That only makes sense to Dutch people, unfortunately. Okay, guys, Whisper, are you ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Your timer is up there and it's...
How do we... Scroll down.
Oh, you might have to reset the timer, they weren't ready.
Yes, scroll it down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. We are Whisper, and during this hackathon, we build a private, linear, quadratic, cubic, quartic, and exponential cross-chain public good funding.
A lot of buzzwords.
There are, of course, already quadratic funding platforms, but there are some issues with them. In most cases, they are public. And as we all know, since we are here, on-chain traces between a donor and a project is often undesirable. And also, there is often no cross-chain compatibility in these platforms. And also, there's only the quadratic curve available. So we wanted to redefine quadratic funding. We make it private. We make it cross-chain, and also we make it more flexible. We do this by having an easy round creation and donation interface, public round contribution with private project selection. So if you select a project, nobody can trace it back to you. We have donations that are enabled from any EVM network, so you don't have to first bridge to the correct network to make a donation, and also customizable curve options.
Okay, so from our tech stack, we used to bootstrap the stuff. We use Scaffold for the front end, and then we completely developed the contracts. So we call it the Whisper contract, and we developed the voting contract. The part that you see here somewhere in the middle is all based on Secret Network. So Secret Network provides us the gateway contracts on the EVM side as well as on the Secret Network side and the relay. So that's all handled by Secret Network. Then on how the flow is. You essentially take your vote, you encrypt your vote locally on your device using a shared secret that you get from the gateway. So that stuff here is end-to-end encrypted. No one else can see in between it. Only the enclave does at that point here. Then what we have is you send in the funds, you send in your encrypted vote. The funds stay in the contract on the EVM side. Your encrypted vote gets passed to the gateway. The gateway sends it automatically into Secret Network where it gets decrypted and stored. And then it sends the information to the voting contract that's also encrypted on Secret Network, and there the vote gets stored for later on. Then we do the voting, your quadratic funding or your arbitrary curve funding that you like. And at the end, when it's done, the private gateway contract and the voting contract will just evaluate the tally, look at all votes that you put in across all chains. So what it does actually is it looks at the state of all of these chains. It collected all of the votes from all chains simultaneously, and it creates a combined tally from all of them, while the funds of each chain actually stay on that chain. So it gives you a combined tally with a result, and that result is then passed back into each of these contracts, and then they do the payouts separately. Because, since the addresses are the same on each EVM chain, usually, we can pull it off quite nicely. So in that case, what we basically did is we did the whole stack using encrypted votes, and the votes actually never leave that contract anymore. So we just get a tally out of it. Your vote will never leave it. It will actually never be revealed at any point in time. Exactly. Here's the user flow again. Sorry. Yeah. Exactly. No. So this is exactly the user flow. We quickly go over it, but what we really like to show you is the demo actually of the page. So some decisions are meant to be private. We can quickly log in using MetaMask. So we have some testnets here, Aurora testnet as well, as from Sepolia. Here you can create your round. For example, I type in something, some ID. We can select a funding curve, we do some description, and we can add some popular projects that you might like. We can then This is then encrypted, and we sign with our signature. Then we can send it into EVM, and it's done. At that point, the gateway takes care of everything and sends it into Secret Network, where the whole funding project gets stored. Then we can have an overview of the projects, and you can here vote for your favorite project and donate some gig away into it if you like. Exactly. Then this is exactly the voting, and then if you voted something, you can do that as well. You can vote for some projects, send them some amount. Your vote is known. Congratulations.
"20 seconds, one question. One question.
And we also have a donate page to match some funding if you like. Yes?
What is the relationship between the votes and the funding? Like, can I fund and I can vote?
Sorry, say again?
Can I fund and vote? I thought I vote with my money.
Yeah, you do. So what you do is you put it in the front end. So in the front end, you put in your amount that you are going to fund, obviously, and then an encrypted vote, it should match it. If it's not matching, the contract should discard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Woo!
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Stealth Key Store. I think this name I like the most because you can really get into it. Stealth Key Store. No, okay, fair enough, cool. Anyone else want to give it a shot? Someone give it a shot. Stealth Key Store. Yeah, almost. Let's see if it's going to work. I did like that the Slido was on the side for a second with the poll to see how degenerate that is continuing to go. Is that your presentation in front of you? The timer is on top left. You have 5 minutes starting now.
All right. Hi, everyone. We are Moritz, Federico, and Antonio. Outside of this hackathon, we work on FluidKey, a privacy-preserving solution compatible with any EVM chain. Specifically for this hackathon, we decided to hack on a concept called Key Store that has been recently presented by Vitalik. To give you the idea of the problem, think of a world where you have like a lot of smart accounts. Maybe you already have multiple safes deployed, all controlled by the same key, but not visible on chain, that the same key control all these smart accounts. And you can instantly update or change that key within one single transaction. Basically, this is how the key store rollup or key store works. So specifically to here, the first thing you have to do is, of course, generate a private public key pair and register inside the key store. This is what we are doing with this transaction. By the way, we relay all these transactions so the privacy is preserved for the end user. When the key is registered, and it happens now, then I can start to deploy multiple smart accounts. If you then look of this on chain, in this case specifically, we do safe smart accounts, you will see that are all owned by different owners. There's no correlation because there's a hashing in between. There's no correlation for who is the owner here and who is the key controlling them. When then it comes to prove a transaction, this is where a ZK proof comes into place. So, for example, I can decide to move funds out of this safe by generating an off-chain ZK proof that's fully privacy preserving, and it's verified on-chain. While this is like from a technical perspective, it's very user-friendly. I think most important user-friendly part is that if you want to change the key controlling all these stealth accounts, smart accounts, you need just to update the key store, so do one transaction, while not changing the actual owner or the different smart accounts. And this allows like great benefits. And technically, this can be also implemented cross-chain with the key store being on a main chain, either an L1 or L2, or a specific chain itself, and then having the Merkle tree hash root being propagated to other chains. So as you can see here in the demo we just did, the transaction was approved. If we go into click to see more, and we check the actual data that has been passed into, you'll see it's quite a lot of data, especially if you go on the final part of it, as that's the ZK proof that has been generated. That's like a pretty long one, believe me. It's, yeah. I don't know if there are any questions, but that was the core idea.
The moderator's not there. Questions? We've got a minute. How long? How long is that true?
How long does it take? At the moment, we are. It takes like a few seconds to be generated.
I think 8 seconds.
Around 8 seconds. Oh, in bytes. To develop that, we use the Noir language, so we are relying on Aztec technology under the hood.
Okay, one more question. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Okay, blockchain of things, I believe, is the next team. This is the second last presentation. Let's see how we get on with getting it working. I needed to charge my phone because it's running out of battery. So let's see what happens next. How much is everyone looking forward to some beer? Yeah, I know Sterling is. No.
And also, just a reminder, in case you haven't scanned the QR code yet, please join the QF voting. And for any teams, any hackathon teams that want to participate in the quadratic funding, as long as you submit it through Taikai, you can submit to participate in the quadratic funding. So be sure to do that today. Are we good?
You can also announce the next.
Yeah, all right. I can announce the next guy. Here we go. Blockchain of things. Let's go.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. So yeah, we are the blockchain of things, and initially we had a different idea.
On the other screen.
I'm sorry?
You can't see your...
No, I can't, but I can see it on my laptop.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Oh.
Right, stop the timer, stop the timer. Let's start that again. Let's start that again. It's nothing ever happened. Yeah. I don't know what you did, Sterling, but you pulled some magic.
Yeah, you can't, I think.
It's happening to me the whole day.
I can see the transaction, I can see it. Yeah, but you fucked up, you sent it to the wrong address. I don't know. Who's ever done that? Yay!
Maybe like this?
I got paid in USDC. What did I do? I sent it to the USD smart contract. Thanks a lot. I used a new wallet, everything. I thought I was double checking. Yeah, it sucks. All right. Blockchain of things. Things of screens. Screens, transactions. I don't know. Maybe they're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
You have 5 minutes.
Okay. So continuing where we left off, initially we wanted to build an ecosystem to solve the problem of oracles, because blockchains need more oracles to have more connectivity with the real world. But we thought it would be best to incentivize the community to become oracles. And how would we do that? We would make it very simple for people to become an oracle on the blockchain. Like if you have a microcontroller or any source of data, it should be very easy for you to publish it on the blockchain. Because on the blockchain there is a barrier of entry, you need to know some programming and stuff like that. So we wanted to make it very simple. And we also decided that it would incentivize people if it would be lucrative, you know. They have to be rewarded for the work of supplying the blockchain with information.
So we drew this drawing, which makes it more clear. So imagine that I have a physical sensor, which I do. This is a humidity sensor that we built. And I have a live data stream. And I want to get it on the blockchain so that other people can use it, or other, I don't know, AI models, whatever. So the first step is to register this physical sensor as a smart contract on the blockchain. So we register an instance of this sensor on the blockchain using the Oasis confidential EVM. Why confidential? Because if it's confidential, the data that gets put on the contract isn't visible to everyone, but it's only visible to the data consumers, who in turn pay fees to access that data. Why do they pay fees? To incentivize the physical sensor to be built by people. It also costs money and time to put this together, so they want some rewards for their live data.
So yeah, in that way, we make it very accessible for people to become oracles. But then we decided to take this idea a bit further also, and you can have the centralized data on the blockchain, which is also secure and is private. There is no safer way to store your data than on the blockchain. You know, you cannot lose it, and it's encrypted. It cannot be stolen. We wanted to guarantee anonymity, and Oasis helps with that too, because transactions are encrypted. The arguments are also encrypted. Everything in the contract program is encrypted, so no one can just look at your data.
So a question that we came across a lot was, how do you ensure that the data is of good quality? So we implemented an anonymous voting system. Everyone who is subscribed to a certain data stream can also upvote or downvote based on their opinions of how good the data is or how reliable the data is. So that way we have some sort of control over the quality of the data. So as I said, we have built, it didn't take long, a humidity sensor ourselves, which is actively on its own communicating with the blockchain, and it's putting the data on there. So we have a demo, but I don't know how it's going to skip. We're working on 6 hours of sleep in 48 hours, so it's...
And it's difficult to see from... So, yeah, that's the demo. So, like, every good demo begins with connecting MetaMask. And so you have the devices, which are very secure. That's why you have to sign a bunch of for security.
I'm being robbed. Take my keys.
Oh no.
Did you lose it?
And then
almost there.
I got very good at doing it quickly while debugging it. So okay, we're getting that.
Secure. It is so
Okay, we are there.
Okay, yeah, so those are all the devices. We still have 7 seconds. And
no, not that one.
Not that one.
Yeah, so one of these contracts is the smart contract instance of this humidity sensor. So we can look at the live data. You can see a relative humidity of about 32%, very stable, which is good HVAC here. And when I was sitting there, I was blowing into the sensor for 10 minutes, so that's the peak.
The most secure sensor I've ever seen in my life. Real. Cool. Now we have JPEG station and hadn't heard that one before. Okay, let's see if they can get their JPEGs to align with the and see. How are we doing, Mr. No Name? Good energy? You good? Yeah, still with us? We're almost perfect. He enjoys the process. Is everyone still having a good time? Yeah. Do you think we've seen cool shit? Cool. All right. Are you ready? Okay, you have 5 minutes starting now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. So basically, we are building a JPEG station. So JPEG station is a contract that enables cross-chain swaps between NFTs and ordinals. So in different chains, of course. So let's see. Basically, we have some benefits. The benefits are you can just use one wallet, so no MetaMask, Unisat, or whatever. It's the Near wallet. You don't have to bother about the chain because everything is abstracted. And you also don't have to relate to bridges, SEXs, FTX, or whatever. So you will be safe with this, probably. And yeah, hopefully. So yeah, let's just see how this works. Okay, so let's say Lisa has a milady, and she is missing out on puppets, which are going to the moon, basically, on Bitcoin. So she wants to create an order, and she calls the contract that is on the Near blockchain. So the milady is transferred to this contract, which is an escrow. So there is also Bart, which wants to get rid of his puppet for some reason. He's just stupid, probably. So, okay, after all the NFTs are locked in the contract, the escrow is settled. So, yeah, each user can retrieve to the correct address his NFT. So the exchange works like this. And it's thanks to Near, because Near has accounts that can be, which you can derive other accounts. So you can derive an Ethereum account and BTC account. So this is the magic behind all the thing. Yeah, so let's give a look at the application, which, yeah, let's see. This is not the application, this is the application.
So yeah, this is the front end of the application. And as you can see, we have a list of orders on the left. And I can see that Caso wants to get rid of his milady and wants a Bitcoin puppet. So I can just create an example transaction where I want to get rid of my Bitcoin puppet. And let's get milady. So let's create the order. And it's going to prompt for my password.
It's fine.
Sorry. And it's going to return to the, once it approves, Wi-Fi permitting, it's going to return to the website, and it's going to update the list of orders with my new order. So yeah, that's it. When a user wants to receive accept an offer and start, he can click on accept. But this part for this hackathon is not yet completed.
Shh, don't say it.
Ah, sorry. But yeah, let's go. Now, and I can left.
Yeah, any questions? What's your name? Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome beans. Right, that was the last hacker presentation of the top 10. So please give everyone, including them, every single hacker, a huge round of applause. Woo! All of you have done such an amazing job. We want to definitely take a moment to thank all the mentors and all of the judges who went through 60 presentations. And 60 demos and all of that, and these were the short list. Remember, there is the quadratic funding, so please pay attention to that and please participate, because this is how money also will flow to the projects. I think that's everything for that. So now I'm going to move on to the partners who are going to announce who won their bounties. So that's more money going to them. Amazing. So that is where the first partner that I would like to invite to the stage. And for all the partners, it's going to follow the same thing. I'm going to ask you to come up stage. I'm going to ask you to announce which bounty it's for. And then I'm going to ask you to announce the winner. The winner does not have to come up. So it's just that announcement. And then we're going to go on to the next one. So first up, I'd like to invite Trail of Bits. Woo! Wherever... Perfect. So we need the microphone.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, so for the 12-bit hackathon, we had the 2K prize for Slither, and we have 2 winners. The first one is Critic Shield, which is a Telegram bot that leverages Slither and machine learning to allow any user to ask questions about a specific contract. And cool. The second one is... Oh. Woo! And the second one is ML prediction, which leverages Slither to create machine learning features to kind of evaluate if a contract is going to have a certain market cap.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Did you say uses Twitter?
Slither.
Oh, okay, okay. I was going to say, no, all good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And the next one we're going to invite up is Threshold. Oh, it's James. Oh, my God.
know that. Shouldn't be a surprise. Yeah, so Threshold had a 2K bounty prize. I really love this project for the simple fact that it's going to save me personally a bunch of development time. I now don't have to build it. Taco Snap are our winners. Yes, thank you so much. They've implemented our end-to-end encryption access control into a MetaMask snap, which is going to make it much easier for our adopters to onboard and get involved with our ecosystem. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, thank you. Third up, we have Waku.
Yeah. So we always say people building on Waku, everyone's a winner if you build on Waku, and it turned quite literally for this event because all the projects were built on top of Waku's a winner. So the first prize would be for Stealth Alloc. So you win the first prize.
Yeah, we got some, yeah!
And the runner-up would be shared by 2 teams. The first one would be Brain-Computer Interface and Ingenious. Both of you will be sharing the second prize.
Cool. Thank you very much. Next one, number 4, is Near. Woo! Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks to all the hackers, thanks to ETHDam. This has been an amazing venue, an amazing event, and it's been very hard for us to judge. And here we're going to be presenting who are the winners for our hackathon partnership. Owen?
Wait, I've got them.
Oh.
I'm joking.
No, I'm joking. That's right, I don't want to go on stage with this guy.
Right, we had so many good ones, so we had to split them up. So for 1.5K, we have 2FA. Yeah. Clap at the end because there's a lot. And for 1.5K as well, we had Feedback. And then for 1,000, we have Nevo. And then for 500, we have Secured Jammin', JPEG Station, Octopus Layer, and Kudas.
Nice.
And just, well,
you can't control them, man. You can't control them. You've got to let them go.
Yeah, I just want to say that everyone who's building on here, you built amazing projects, and we believe that you have a part of, you have a spot in our ecosystem and our community. So reach out to us and let's try to partnership and bring your projects forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Eth, thank you. Then we have the second to last, PSE. Hey.
When I say P, you say SE. Privacy. What's up, party people? We're privacy and scaling explorations, guys. We build public goods on Ethereum using programmable cryptography. If you want to learn more, come check out our booth. Just kidding, the booth is over. We had a great time with you guys. Thanks for all the great questions, great enthusiasm. My favorite hackathon so far.
Nice.
So, woo! We had a few different bounties, a few different projects for builders on Macy. The winner was 0x Feedback. They did a privacy-preserving B2C survey platform. Stealth Alloc, number 2. Gitcoin Grants, Allo Protocol, using Macy for privacy. And third was Nevo. Yeah.
Wow, those.
Nevo built Macy cross-chain using Near's cross-chain signatures.
Blap, blap, blap.
Sick, sick, sick. Bandata also gave out 3 prizes. 0x2FA, first place, congrats.
Woo!
B-Hook, second place.
How many are there?
And last place, well, third place, Brick Wall. Congrats.
Woo!
Thank you, guys.
That's super. I was just surprised how many bounties there were. That's so cool. Really, congratulations to all the projects that have been racking up the bounties. Congrats to you guys. I don't know why, but I'm happy for you. And so the last ones to announce their bounties is, of course, Oasis. Woo! That microphone, if you want to use that one, you can use that mic.
Can I use
this
one? Perfect. So, first of all, I just want to say thanks, everyone. Thank you for being here, all the hackers, all the attendees, speakers, sponsors, and last but not least, the people that made this possible, the entire CryptoCanal team, and the volunteers. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. So I just want to say that it was very, very hard to decide on the winners because we had 16 teams building on Sapphire. Very difficult decision, but it has been very refreshing to see so many developers passionate about privacy. So yeah, great job, guys. You were all absolutely amazing, but we did have to pick 6 winners. So without any further ado, let's move on to that. First of all, we have the winner of the AI bounty in the amount of $2,000, and that is PrivAd, an advertisement tool. Congrats, guys. Then we have 2 $1,000 bounties, and they are going to Black Sea, a dark pool solution, and Blockchain of Things. Again, congratulations, guys. Moving on to the podium, and I will ask these winners to just come here by the stage so that you guys can grab your consoles as well. So, for third place, with a bounty in the amount of $1,500, we have B-Hook, a crowdfunding tool for content creation. So guys, just come here to get your consoles. And then, second place, with a bounty in the amount of $2,500, goes to 0x2FA, developing an on-chain two-factor authentication tool and an integrated multi-sig. These are a lot of very complicated words, and I'm Eastern European, so yeah. And now for the big winner. In the first place, with a prize of $4,000, we have... OASISGUARD. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, they built a Passkey integrated on-chain password manager, and that was a mouthful.
Nice. Super cool stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you to the partners, also the bounties. Are they, they're going to be around, I think. How do you want to do this? You want to take photo? I assume you want to take photo. Do you want to do it here? Ellie, I'm going to look at you. They're just doing it there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was the partners presenting their bounty. Super cool, distributing the cash. Super, super nice. I just want to say something a little bit about my personal recap of what this weekend was, just as a very quick summary. So we had all the privacy stuff on Friday, which was super cool. We had the security stuff on Saturday, and then we had the regulation and compliance stuff on Sunday. And I hope that for each and every one, you attended the content that you could enjoy. Privacy is important to every single one of us. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here, and it's been an absolute pleasure with Sterling as well. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I have. Yeah, absolutely. It's been such a pleasure and just such a privilege to be sitting in this room with people who, were building tools for privacy, in the 1900s. To then also see how that's really laid the groundwork, all the things we've built so far, but then also to understand like how much farther we still have to go, So it's been a lot.
Privacy infrastructure is further along than I knew it was, and the people here building on top of it are the ones that are going to power it. And so what I'd like to say is I'd like to end and leave you guys the way that it started and say that this is privacy. You're up, Ellie. Oh, it'll turn when you start speaking.
All right, and now, without further ado, we have the ETHDam mummy, Eleanor Blanc.
I'm not a mom yet, but I do feel like kind of a different mom towards all of you in a very special way. It's always so special to work on something for so long and then seeing you all in one room together and making more project and more babies into the space, basically. There's something really going full circle here. We basically had now a 3-day conference hackathon moving from our previous edition. We had a magician, a playroom, and once again, I wanted to make sure that we were not afraid to be political. I want to drive this home. I started the hackathon in the same way, but I wanted to make sure that all of you, when you were building for these 48 hours, that you know that this hackathon, this conference, is very much dedicated to a certain ethos, and of course, with in mind all the builders that are making a difference and bringing more financial privacy to the world. And of course, I'm thinking of Alexei, who is here for a few days with us. He will have his sentencing in a few weeks, so we will know if he has to do 5 more years in jail or not. This is what's hanging in the balance here in the Netherlands. We have 22 partners that believed in us. 22 partners that, for some reason, really also are aligned with what we're trying to do here. So I would like to give a round of applause to Oasis, Near, Trail of Bits, Privacy Scaling Exploration, Waku, DRPC, Threshold, Avalanche, Lido, Panther Protocol, OXBO, Fern, Maven 11, Chain Security, Cyber Capital, Diva, Secret Network, ZK Sync, Beefy, Obscura, Zama, Bitvavo, and the Ethereum Ecosystem Support Program for making this possible. This industry is not neutral. All of these people that we've selected and worked with for the last few months, not only do they believe in what we're doing here, but all of their products and how they work and the ethos that they're building in their own companies and their own projects, you were able to experience in a way during ETHDam. Because look at these funny, thank you, Paulos, our amazing photographer, and Jen for also walking around and capturing these moments, these candid shots during my time's not up. I decide. For the conference side, we had more than 200 applicants. I hate saying no. I hate that process. But Emily here in the room also helped me a lot, and PG and others, to go through that list and have the really hard job of who do we platform? Who do we want to hear? What are the messages that we want to share with you? What is the type of content that we want to put into the world, basically? What are the hard conversations and maybe the more edgy ones that we don't hear all the time to make, well, the best content for you, but also for posterity. So thank you to the 80 speakers that we selected who traveled, some just biked here, but some really came from really far. Some came from really far just to share a glimpse, give you a snippet of their research or their work with you. So all the content, of course, is going to be available online, and we were happy to also live stream it. And the chunky piece, the chunky lazy otter as well. Yeah, some people say we might have too many logos. I know it's a bit confusing, but this is one of many. We had 382 hackers applying for this hackathon, and that's a very special number and honor to have all of you here. We had 237 last year, so really, I'm really happy to say that we had 20%. Out of that, 20% of you were alumni, so I'm not sure who was here who was here hacking last year? Yeah, you see, you're 20%. But it's really nice to see all these new faces joining ETHDam. So this time we give you a little bit more time. We gave you 48 hours. I think it could give you just more time to maybe for the team building and stuff like that. So I think I would keep that number. And 60+ projects came out of it. 30K in bounties. Thank you again to all of our partners for making that possible. And 15K in Macy and quadratic funding, which all of you here are still part of. JJ has been hamming you down for you to go and give us your ETH address. But it's basically so, I didn't want to use the Moongate thingy. You know, you all got an NFT and you all got an ETH address through that. But I wanted to make sure that you could just use whatever ETH address from whatever wallet you were comfortable so that we could give you then ETHDam tokens, which are only there for the voting process. But yeah, this hackathon would not have been possible without our army of volunteers that slaved. And I would like to welcome them all on stage with me right now. Everyone that made ETHDam possible, please come to the stage, come next to me, and just have a feeling of what it's like to be here with me. And round of applause for them. Round of applause for these volunteers that for the last 3 days took really good care of you, made sure that you would find your wallet, or your phone. Some of them are already working in the industry, some of them are curious, some of them are students, etc. But I would like to just say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you for dedicating your time and making ETHDam special for all of you here. So once again, thank you to all the ETHDam volunteers. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, James, what are you doing? You see, it's... Yeah, you can't hide. You can't hide.
In that case, JJ as well.
Yeah, JJ, where are you? Sterling, what are you guys doing? ETHDam, come on stage.
I can't make a photo like this. Come on. A little bit high. Okay, thank you. Smile.
Thank you. ETHDam. And together we can announce the best privacy project of ETHDam, ZK Loyalty. ZK Loyalty, come on stage. Are you? Aww. This was like this is the crown jewel for us, is to make sure that out of all of these projects, of the hackathon, judges, mentors, do not fall off the stage. Jesus. Congratulations. Congratulations, ZK's loyalty. Congratulations. 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 And then the next one. Are you ready? For best security, OASISGUARD. OASISGUARD, if you're still here, they might have left. They're playing with the consoles. You're playing in the back, that's fair enough. Well, thank you again to everyone. Thank you to all of you for having, for making this special. And out of this whole journey of organizing ETHDam, I have a core team that has made this very, very special, that has allowed me to just survive. What? No, not too close, it's too... PG, Federico, Nicoletta, Emily, all of you, Sterling, JJ, and of course, where are you? Where is Tara? And Tara in the middle, who's hiding. I couldn't be doing this without them. They made sure that I learned how to delegate so that I could actually be pregnant and do this whole thing and, not give birth on stage or something like that. But yeah, thank you once again to all of you for your time, for your dedication, for believing in ETHDam, for being part of this crazy, crazy, crazy process. And I'll try not to linger too much, otherwise I'll get emotional. Yeah, okay. OASISGUARD, congratulations! Thank you so much. And so they all get chocolate, and then the two winning teams of Best Privacy and Best Security, you all get a ticket to DEF CON 7, Southeast Asia.
Pretty good.
See you in November. Well, I won't be there. I'll be breastfeeding or whatever. But that's the next one. That's the next big place for a lot of people. But I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. at Aloha. This is kind of like a crazy place. It's like bowling and laser tag. I'm not allowed to do the laser tag. I find that very discriminatory. And karaoke and a bunch of stuff. And I'll see you next year for ETHDam 2025.